Hey everybody, just want to go over a real quick service call. Service call pertained to time zone not working. So we're going to go into system administration up here, access control, time zones. There are 4 tabs. Basically, we're only going to be using 3 ever. Holidays, time zones, time zone reader modes. Under time zones, when I create my time zone, I like to number it and I like to name it what it is. So this customer, they had duty hours 06 to 17:30, Monday through Friday. So let's go down here to the bottom. We got our start time, we got our end time. And the thing that I tell customers is you put a check mark where you want it to work. Do you want this schedule to work on a Monday? You put a check mark there. Do you want it to work on a holiday one? Put a check mark there. Do you not want it to not work, or do you not want it to not work on a holiday two? Do not put a check mark there. You put a check mark where you want it to work. And the other thing that I highly recommend towards customers is that they separate out between time zones for card holders and time zones for doors. So I tell them, if you're going to have time zone for your doors, put that in the title, mechanical, for doors only, or something to the effect. You want them separated out because what happens is some customers will get confused because they want an access level to work on a specific time zone, and then they need to change something for the door schedule, and they inadvertently change the one that they have associated for the card holders, and it turns into a mess. So I highly recommend, if you're going to create time zones, put everything that you need to know in the title, 4 doors or 4 card holders, the the name of what the schedule is, and what it when it happens. So once you have the start time, end time, and the days that it's going to work configured, click OK. And then, like I said, I like to number these. It makes it easier to reference if you're a local system admin and you're trying to get people assigned to different schedules and whatnot. It helps crank through that really quick. Anyways, short story long, what happened was the customer had configured the holidays, and my recommendation on this is don't try to plan further than the current year because things change. They had configured time zone reader modes, but under their time zones, those time zone reader modes were not programmed to function on holidays. So we had a service call because we were called out there because the doors weren't unlocking when they were supposed to. Everything was programmed correctly as far as the time zone reader modes. Where the issue came up is that they were not programmed on a holiday. There was no check mark on a holiday. So when the holiday came about and the doors did not unlock, well, it's programmed correctly, but in the sense that the system thought it was following what it was programmed to do, and it was, if the customer wanted that time zone reader mode to function on that holiday, they should have put the check mark in the holiday so that the doors would unlock like they're supposed to. But after some investigating, running some reports, and diving deep into the holidays and figuring out that somebody had a check mark on an old holiday that repeated, then we were able to determine, okay, this is where the issue happened and this is why. So we let the customer know, just program them on the current year only and just make that something that you do yearly, so that way you're not running into issues where, well, this particular holiday was on this day last year, but it's on a different day the next year. So that's my recommendation. Any questions, comments, hit me up below. Thanks for watching.